Scott wants Don to shoot first. Scott's the higher seed.
You're good.
Nah, we
have monitors.
We're good. We're good. Don will fire off. Leaves the five pin. Let it spin. No, it's not moving.
Other semifinal is over on 33-34. It's Andrew Buckingham and Chuck Paris. And Andrew Buckingham has started out with a strike. David shocked. And Chuck Paris has started out with a single pin spare.
And
Don
misses
has
5
missed.
right. So we do have 3 people with stars. Scott has 4 or 5. Don has 8 or 9, 10. Andrew has 0, and Chuck Paris has 3.
So Chuck Paris won a star at the Suitland Bowl. I don't know if that was his most recent or not. I can tell you one of the lanes broke down in the middle of the final match, and I had to hand deliver all the balls into the elevator and all the balls and pins in the elevator during the final match. It's fun times.
Scott Wolgamuth starting out on 24. Kept it on the lane and hit it in the pocket for the strike. Meow. Good ball.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't see it at home.
No, they didn't.
But it was in the gutter early. Yeah.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Andrew Buckingham opening double on 33-34. Chuck Paris spare 9 spare. So it's strike against spare. All right, here's Scott on 23 going for the double.
Don was an NDBC Hall of Famer when you were in diapers.
Watch out.
Second roll?
Please?
Ooh.
Oh.
Short pin.
Scott, you might be right. Honestly, I've been a Hall of Famer before I was in diapers. Andrew left a single pin. Scott at the head pin.
Again, not one you're going to be expecting him to miss.
Yeah.
Like, tennis is a term for that unforced error. That's, without a doubt, an unforced error for Scott there.
And he'll get 10 out of it.
Brings it back for 10.
2004 for Don.
Yeah. Gives it right back to Don. You know, Don missed a single his first frame. See if Don can move over to the lane 24 here and get on the board.
5,
and he leaves a
5. Ooh.
Trying to remember which single pin did Don miss last frame.
This 5.
Okay. So a little redemption shot here. And he's got it this time, although he
All over it.
looking down like he tried to miss it.
Don's actually looking for star number 30 overall.
Yeah, between the 2 Pro Tours, this would be number 30.
Yep.
Which, without a doubt, is also a record.
Oh, absolutely.
Unless
I thought that was Walker, so I didn't know for sure.
Unless
John might have.
No.
No.
I know he doesn't. He has 2 stars on the men's tour.
Oh.
I didn't know if Amy Bisson has any stars in any other tournament series. Because she has 27 women's stars.
Is she the one that has like every single NDYA women's record?
That would be the one. That's why she's the greatest women bowler of all time.
Maybe.
And that is a tough 5 on and 6 out for Don. And with a mark and a missed single pin, he's at 30 in the third. That is not great. You may recall the last time he bowled a live bracket match on camera against Steve Dreyer, he had 10 in the second frame.
And he told you to turn the camera off.
That is correct. We haven't reached that point of the match yet, but here comes Scott Wolgamuth on a missed single to read the rulebook. He leaves a 4 pin. Little update from down on 33-34. Chuck Paris is 56 plus through the fourth on a strike. Andrew is 78 plus through 4 on a spare. Andrew has not missed the pocket yet. He's gone double, 9 spare, 9 spare. Because I know there are some folks in the Buckingham contingent online watching. That's your update on the other semifinal. Right. Scott has eventually decided to shoot the 4 pin. And he misses again. Once again, after the missed single, he comes back and nails it for 10, but obviously frustrated, and you can understand why. I can tell you Scott in his heyday, not that he isn't still very good. He's in a semifinal of the Pop Whitten that had over 200 entries. But in his heyday, the guy very rarely missed a single. He was not known for his immense strike throwing capabilities, more as he was a lights out spare shooter. He's known for that as well. Fourth frame for Scott.
Heavy.
Tries to catch the head pin a little higher up, maybe to carry the 4 out. And punished. Takes out the 158.
Maybe?
Heavy on the 2 pin, takes the 4 with it. And this is going to be a testing shot now for the wood ball. There's a few easy ways to shoot this. I tend to try to play the left side of the 3 pin to get the count. That can also cause you to miss left, or it can cause you to chop.
So he's going for.
And Scott chops. It's a well. I don't consider that an announcer's jinx because it's a very difficult third ball to attack because you want to save as much as you can, but there are many ways to get punished. Don finds the pocket again. He leaves a 4-7. Oh, and a pick. Don all over the object and picks it off. $10 for Don. It is 46-40. Over on 33-34, halfway through. It's Andrew Buckingham 97, Chuck Paris 75, and Chuck has a strike up in the 6th. Andrew has just gone off the side for 7. All right, now Don on 23.
Maybe a roller, Edgemere? No. Oh, maybe. No.
7 pin for Don.
All over it.
Don determined to not miss that one, and this is a stat line you never expect between Scott Wolgamuth and Don Dove so far in this match. They are combined 2 for 5 on single pin spares.
That they are. Unfortunate.
All right. Scott now, the onus is on him to mark. See if he can put one on the board. Waiting on the roller. Runs out of deck. Wiggling the 4 and the 10. Scott at the 4-10. Takes the 4. I don't think he was trying to slide that there. I think he's just trying to go 1-1.
Yeah.
Well, if you miss it, it's on the left side.
Yeah.
Right.
A little tippity tip. At the 10. Drilled it.
All right, so we're halfway through the semifinals. I'll make a quick announcement about this. I'm going to remind you all again in the final match when more of you are in here. I have a sale going on right now with our friends over at Spare Break, the ones who make our awesome Duck Pins Forever t-shirts. They have shirts for duck pin, candle pin, 5-pin, all the small ball bowling. This week only, 10% off all the shirts in the duck pin collection. More information about that in the final match.
If you want to say the code, I can type it.
Oh, yeah. It is 10% off any shirt in the duck pin collection with the promo code Duck Pins Forever. All lowercase. Duck Pins, the number 4 ever. That is 10% off this week only on all shirts in the Duck Pin collection, which includes both the Duck Pins Forever shirts.
Shooting at the, what's that, the Fly Eagle?
Nope, that's called the Christmas tree.
The what?
Christmas tree.
Okay.
It's a 310 baby split plus a 7-pin. Why it's called a Christmas tree, I have no clue. Yeah, that is www.sparebreak.com. Promo code DuckPinsForever at checkout. 10% off all shirts in the Duck Pin collection.
It's 10 out of it, so 66 in the 6 for Scott. Don Dub on a spare on the 5th at 50 plus.
Even with good count here, Don can take the lead. Obviously looking for another mark to really distance himself.
And in the semifinal, Andrew's on a double.
And Don does exactly what he's expecting to do. That is shades of 1992 at Town Hall Lanes right there. That is a no-doubter. Don moved right during qualifying. Is taking a different approach than what he would normally take. Normally, he's pretty up the middle of the lane. He's actually throwing a right-to-left ball. If you watch his first ball, he's standing farther right than he normally does. All right, let's see if Don can catch the double here on 23 to really open up a lead. He liked it, and he gets it. Look at the celebration.
Yeah.
Look at the emotion from Donnie Dove. You can tell he really caught that ball at the bottom of the swing. A lot of rotation on it. It crossed over just enough to smash the pocket solid, gets the 5 off the wall. Big time double for Don Dove.
Andrew's on 176 plus in the 9th. Yeah.
All right, 7th frame for Scott on 24.
Likes it.
Tries to answer stone 9. Meanwhile, on 33-34, Chuck Paris up right now bowling in his 9th frame. I believe he's just cut a duck. He is 112 through 8. That match is over. Andrew Buckingham is 176 plus through 9. Andrew needs one mark in the 10th to shoot a semifinal 200 game.
Scott gets the spare. That'd be his second one of the day.
Yes, it would be Andrew's second of the day. It would be the 3rd of the tournament. And I'll be honest, not to cast doubt on his ability to do it again, but if you're Andrew's opponent for the final match, you love seeing him shoot 200 in the semis. All right, spare fill here for Scott, 8th frame, in a bit of a hole. Doesn't
Little
quite get there.
light.
Light hit and the ultimate punishment. 6 count leaves the 4, 5, 7, 10. He's got 82 through the 7th. Donnie, meanwhile, is 80 plus in the 6th.
Scott, he just stole a strike.
Yep, Andrew Buckingham is going to shoot 200. He has just struck in the 10th frame. He's 196 and a ball to go. And that is being recorded on our other camera, so that will be uploaded to YouTube later on. I think he might have just struck again.
He did not.
No, he dropped 9. All right, that is 205 already for Andrew. He's got 1 ball left.
And a 206.
206 for Andrew Buckingham in that semifinal down there. He beats Chuck Paris 206 to 140. All right, tough frame there. Scott 6 on a 9 out. He's 91 through the 8th. Donnie obviously in prime position now to run away with this match. Even just 1 more mark could put him in the driver's seat.
Let's a little housekeeping first.
We have seen twice already today. I will mention this though. We've already seen twice today where someone 2 counts on a double.
Oh yeah.
So he still has to avoid bad counts, bad wood. He's not home free yet, but he's in pretty good shape. All right, 8th frame.
5-pin.
I think he's more than okay with a 5-pin there.
Oh yeah.
Gives him 89 through the 6th. And a missed single in the 8th. All right. So Donnie's 108 through the 7th frame.
Yeah.
And takes the wood. It's 118.
Just want to congratulate Andrew Buckingham with a nice 206 game. Nice game, Andrew.
All right, it's 118 to 91. 27 pin lead for Donnie Dove with 2 frames to go.
Maybe. Big roll? No, that's too far ahead.
All right, 5 pin for Don. Oh, that was nowhere near. I mean, if we're being honest, Donnie actually did that pretty poorly out of his hand.
Looked like he leaked it as soon as he let go of it.
Yeah, that was not a good shot at all. And that's back-to-back missed singles, and that's not a very reassuring trip to the lanes. He's missed that one twice. Scott is not out of this game yet.
Oh yeah.
He is going to need to catch a double somewhere. Either 9th, 10th, or 10th, 11th. I think preferably 9th, 10th.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that counts more.
You can strike out for 151.
Yes. He needs to catch a double, though, to even try to put Don on a mark.
Five. 5-10, and Scott yells, and I don't like you to the pins.
I think Scott kind of described that one pretty well. He said, "I don't like you." I think he actually liked that shot. I don't think he liked the result. He needs to make this to have any chance. Otherwise, it's going to be a Don Dove Andrew Buckingham final.
Maybe. Oh, just left.
And that'll do it. So the final match is going to
Don can shut him out with 3 bombs.
Yeah, or Scott not tripling.
Yeah.
In the 10th.
Scott's got to throw first.
So it's going to be Don Dove against Andrew Buckingham for the star. Is it going to be star number 11
or star number
or star
1?
number 1?
But you also got to think it's someone that's been blowing pop wins for the long time and someone who just started this year.
And is coming off a 206.
That's it.
So do me a favor, folks, in the YouTube chat, since I know y'all are watching, and thank you, by the way. Give me a comment. Let me know who you think is going to win the final match. And, hey, maybe even throw out a score estimate for me. I'd appreciate it. Let me know. Buckingham or Dove?
Off the shot for 7, and that's really going to do it. Scott had a good weekend, though. He had a good tournament.
Yeah, very good.
Yep. He survived a gutter ball.
Went 5. That's not what I meant.
I'm surprised they didn't win a tournament with that gutter ball.
When
People who gutter ball in brackets usually win the tournament, right?
Yeah.
Danny
All
said the guy with the higher score will win.
While you guys close out the final match, I'm going to get the other camera ready.
Good. Misses out on that one. Scott did have a good tournament. Went 5-0 in division. Put up some good fights in the bracket.
Scott was very good.
I think what was he, qualifier number 5 or 6? He was up there.
He was up.
And of course, the good thing is they are good friends, Don and Scott. Holy moly. Andrew, Don over Andrew. Don will win. Dub will win. Chat's a little separated on who's gonna win this last match. So, chat's a little separated on who's gonna win. And Don with the spare.
He knew he could hit that game. Let's sit in the middle of the line, man. I know you.
He said you need 3 for 40.
You tap dance, I got it.
And he finishes out with a 144.
That should have been a million.